Creating Something Unique, a listening activity by Kevin Stapp, an instructional video adapted for teachers with no art background. This lesson is ideal for most ELL secondary students. Inform the students they will be using prepositions from previous lessons, in, on, under, and over, possibly some more. Use your own. And vocabulary from past lessons. Simple things like left, right, dark, light, curves, arcs, large or small, diagonal, up, above, down, below, on top, underneath. Again, add as you wish to this list. The lesson is adaptable, but keep what they will do a secret from the students. Let them discover and see the possibilities of this process as it unfolds in real time as they make their creations. This lesson assumes the students have the proper pencils and erasers. I myself like to use a 2H and 2B when drawing heads. 2H is for the establishing lines. It'll make a lighter line. The 2B is for the darker lines once everything is in place. I prefer a white Statler eraser. It's much softer than the standard pink eraser and easier to use than a kneaded rubber eraser. The pink standard eraser and the kneaded rubber eraser are pretty harsh for paper, especially A4. To begin the instruction, tell them to put the paper in portrait orientation. Start using their 2H pencil, all light lines to start. Divide the sheet from top to bottom and left to right in halves, making quarter sheet rectangles. The teacher won't be drawing to demonstrate. And remind them, no rulers. Create this freehand. Trust their hand-eye coordination. Establish the basic shapes and proportions using circles and horizontal lines for eyes, hairline, nose, and mouth. Draw freehand and a large circle above the horizontal line dividing the paper in half. The bottom of that circle should touch that horizontal line. You have started to draw the skull, but don't tell them that. Use diagonals to connect the two circles. Now draw a slightly smaller circle that just barely touches the horizontal line, dividing the upper circle in half. Connect the two circles on each side with diagonal lines. From the top of the first circle to the bottom of the second circle, find the middle and draw a line from left to right. This would be the eye line, but again, don't tell them. And no rulers! Have them eyeball it. Trust their hand-eye coordination. Adding features. Eyes by dividing the width of the top circle into fifths and add connected up arcs and down arcs in the second and fourth spaces. Circles for irises and pupils inside. Students will make some mistakes with placement and proportions, but keep them focused and progressing. A small up arcs in the center line below the eye line, and 2 down arcs on either side of that to form a basic nose. 2 small up arcs on the top of each the other, with the diagonal lines coming out from the lower arc to form the mouth. Features will appear. The students will now start recognizing what they are doing. It should be very apparent to the students what they are drawing. A face. Instruct them to draw 2 large arcs on the outside of the head, 90 degrees from the way you are drawing arcs for the facial features, starting at above the upward arc of the eyes, going down below the line for the nose. These will be the ears. Clean up the drawing. Lines to erase to reveal that face. Those horizontal light lines should now be erased. They were only guidelines for a hairline, eye line, nose, mouth, lower lip, chin. Add details like a hairline or hairstyle, or straighten the jawline with straighter lines. Start to personalize the drawing. Give that mannequin some life. Tell the students to change pencils to a 2B pencil. Now we will establish some light and dark areas with lines, emphasizing a feature that would be in shadow and parts of features that would catch light. All lines of features that are the underside will be darkened using the darker 2B pencil under the arc of the eyebrows, top arc of the eyes, the 3 arcs of the nose, the second 3 arcs of the mouth, the chin, and ears. Possibilities of basics. These instructions would have given the students drawing a male mannequin look to the face. They can manipulate or change any of the basic shapes, making any part of the larger shape or feature to make the male mannequin into a female mannequin with smaller lower circle to emphasize the cheeks, larger, more defined lips, larger eyes, softer, smaller nose. As you can see, these two drawings are of the same basic proportions. The basics for possibilities are there. Just change some features, same, but different. Male, female. You can tell the differences right there in front of you. You can even change parts to make a portrait of an alien, a monkey, or their favorite superhero. It's all about knowing basic proportions for the basic shapes and changing them to what is needed, what the student wants to draw or create. Hand-eye coordination and muscle memory are what makes their creations unique. To have good laughs, students should share their creations with each other and critique each drawing with suggestions. Why is everyone's face like a robot, but mine's like a cartoon character? Remind them this lesson won't make them an excellent artist, but it does give them some tools to be creative. Emphasize that hand-eye coordination is called muscle memory and unique for everyone. Even if they were allowed to use rulers and templates and French curves, everyone's drawing would be different, even though they were all given the same vocabulary of new words, ideas, prepositions, and instructions, and use the same materials in the same way. Drawing freehand is their unique expression. It's unique. Or is it same but different? Nice photo of 4 young ladies. They look like they're all related. Their features might not be too different, but in the lower left corner is a Renaissance painting with some meth heads being compared to it. Same but different? Or uniqueness? Support videos for drawing the human head and hair, distinct features, and the website of a good artist. Rapid fire.